Hey guys, what's happening? First episode of the prep series that I will be doing pretty much on a monthly basis. It's going to be me and Finn pretty much training. I have one of my clients, Matt, behind the camera. This is the first video of the prep series, yet I've not actually started prep. So I start prep in 11 days from now. So this is technically one of the penultimate push and arm sessions on my current surplus, which is always going to be quite interesting. So really trying to maximize what I can get out of this current gaining phase until I enter a 22-week prep. I'll be competing towards the back end of the year. So I have a show in September and pretty much towards the back end of September, and then a few more lined up. I think I've got one the week after, and then if I win what I need to win, then there might be a few more. But in essence, I have two shows. There's a Two Bros show and a PCA First Timers show. And pretty much what we're going to do, as mentioned, one video a month, pretty much the run up of the show, and it's going to be interesting to see kind of the journey, should we say. So today we have push and arms. For me, believe it or not, it's push and arms. For Finn, it's going to be, so my training partner, he's going to be doing an upper pull session, so a little bit more pull in comparison to what I've been doing. I've been working around a few niggles and injuries right now, so it's basically just going to be a sense of me just showing you what I'm doing. The Matt's behind the camera, so he's going to be the one editing it. So in reality, I'm not too sure what you're going to expect. So I'll pretty much leave it there. If there's any comments you guys want to see me and Matt do, feel free to send it over. Whether you want to leave it on comments or whether you want to follow me on Instagram, Breeze Fit, same name as the YouTube channel, Branding 101. So I'll leave that there. You'll get to see some of the workout clips, and then we'll go from that point. See you later. So today, as mentioned, it's push and arms. So we start off with a lateral raise. We have 2 working sets with a rest pause on the second set. For what I'm wanting out of a competition, so I should mention I'll be doing a physique show. Pretty much trying to build up that top line, so that sternoclavicular region, and then likewise a bit of front medial delt. So we start off with the Panata lateral raise, a very heavy single arm lateral raise. From what I've used, we used the Watson the other day, it wasn't too fantastic, and then I've used the Atlantis versions, and I'm not a really massive fan, but I got on well with it, so definitely a good bit of kit. We then have 3 presses, and with how I structure a push session, I try and focus on 3 different lines of force, and that sounds pretty basic, but I'm trying to almost target 3 different areas. So we start off with like an upper clavicular, so that kind of top line with the hammer strength incline press, and at the same time, due to how hammer strength kits are made, incredibly hard to get short. So pretty much it gets to the point where it's very easy in that length and range, and then as we start to press up, very, very challenging. So it makes sense to have slightly earlier. It doesn't really suit the strength profile of the pec amazingly, but at the start it almost makes sense. If we were to have this later on in the session, it probably wouldn't feel too good. We then have the second press, so we have plate-loaded shoulder press. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's an Atlantis plate-loaded shoulder press. If I'm honest, I definitely use better plate-loaded shoulder presses, but in reality, I'm just trying to tick off that vertical plane force, so pretty much just trying to get that strictly vertical kind of overhead press. You would have noticed that I kind of slide a little bit further forward to almost make it like a high incline. That's just from a few niggles that I picked up. My directly vertical overhead pressing isn't too strong anyway, so I always try and potentially turn it into more of a higher incline. And then to finish off, I have for the compounds, that is, I have a tricep compound, just 1 total working set, and we had the Atlantis flat press. I think I got 6 plates for 10, so it's a slightly higher rep range. Ideally, I would have probably preferred it to be maybe like a 10 to 15, but I think for now, just having it as a 10 rep, we can definitely look to work it up. And what I should mention, the first 2 main presses are just 2 working sets, so 1 heavier set, 1 back off set. So overall for the compound, just 5 total working sets. Right guys, that is the video. You probably would have seen the full session from me. Finn kind of trained, but there was a few clips. Basically, storage, you know, we didn't allow Finn to get any clips in. So how was your session?
Didn't actually train, mate. Didn't just follow you around. It was okay. Just because of the layout in here, it's a little bit disjointed, because obviously I was upstairs doing mainly pull, Reece was downstairs doing mainly push, so it was a little bit disjointed. But it was still a good session. I feel like I got a decent amount out of it.
Yeah, and that's pretty much the first video, guys. Not really too much to put in, really. It was a good session. I think we're going to have to probably rejig a few things around, that's definite. I thought just the flow in all aspects was just a little bit off.
It's hard on it when it's up and downstairs.
Yeah, definitely. So, fortunately, in a few weeks from now, this session will most likely be another session for me. So it's where we can probably actually train together. It felt like just kind of like a solo session where we were walking about. So it wasn't ideal, but.
You missed me.
Yeah, basically I didn't see Finn enough, and because we spent like 4 months in a 3x3 shed, we just both were missing each other. So we were emotionally in between sets. I was just thinking, where's Finn? So,
couldn't switch on.
Yeah, I just couldn't switch on. I just didn't really want it today. That's clearly the issue. But no, it was a good session. Numbers were good. It was good to use some of the really good kit. To be fair, pressing here is very, very good. And I definitely think it would be good to get a pressing session here. But again, it would probably be where we probably have to make a few adjustments and so on and so forth. So if it is going to be a Saturday kind of thing when we get these videos, then it might be a different gym, might be similar. We'll definitely probably get better sessions here, that's for sure. But in reality, I think with a few little tweaks moving forward, you'd agree, wouldn't you?
Yeah, I reckon so.
So yeah, so basically we'll wrap it up. If you'd like to subscribe, what he said, if you'd like to subscribe, like the video, leave a comment on what you want to see. I'll leave Finn's YouTube below. He doesn't leave me. He doesn't leave me on the bottom of our podcast on his one, so I'll actually probably mention Finn's one for me. Yeah, clearly. And if Matt can edit it, if you can, mate, give me a thumbs up. If you can put our Instagram as well, that'd be spot on. So Finn here, I'm here. Yeah, and then the One You're In podcast above.
Yeah, everyone tune in for the podcast.
Yeah, new episodes. Yeah, new episodes weekly, and that's pretty much it. So hopefully you enjoyed the video, and that's the first one of many done. All the way.